Hey, what is up YouTube? It's Hamdog Hype and welcome back to the channel. So today we have a slightly different video from what we had before. We actually got a lot of jungle cards in our mail today. So welcome back to the Pokemon Cards by Mail. We got a lot of jungle unlimited cards that we have to go through today. I think most of my jungle packages have now come in for the unlimited side. We have a few more first edition jungle cards coming in. So stay tuned for that video. That one's gonna be really cool. But without further ado, let's go ahead and open up some of these jungle products. And I've already gone through the packages just to make sure everything is, it doesn't have any prior information. This package should have the Clefairy, or actually I think it's Clefable. I think I mislabeled that. Clefable, this one was about $5. And I was able to cut out all the sensitive information. But now you have the, basically I ripped it as much as I could just to hide any personal information. And it is the Clefable Unlimited. And it should be near mint, so let's see how this seller did. I don't remember what the seller's name is. It's probably on the back of this. I actually don't, it's not. I don't remember which seller this was, but let's see how they did. Yeah, I probably should have cracked this open before. I keep telling myself to have these all ready, but I just keep forgetting. This one, actually, I'm gonna use the blade because the card is kind of far away from the tape. So I don't think I didn't even get near the card there, which is nice. I don't mind when they taper like this. It's just such a pain to get open. That one was a lot easier than most, but this card seems a little faded out, kind of like more on the dirty side. But sometimes that's honestly just the top loader. It looks like it is just honestly the yellow around it does look a little dirty, but I think it's just the way the lighting is showing it. This is a pretty clean card. So did they meet near mint on the front? That looks pretty minty. I don't see anything obvious. On the back, yeah, I mean, there's a little bit of scuffing there, but that is actually allowed in near mint. You can have a little minor edge wear. I think the seller did a pretty good job there. Well, actually, I will add these cards to our jungle collection at the end of the video. Been meaning to show off the jungle collection a little bit, the collections in general a little bit more. This package had 3 cards, Mr. Mime, Victory Bell, and a Venomoth. These are all rare so far. So I did not crack this one either. Let's see. Oh man, this one's tough. Yeah, these other stickers are a little bit tougher. I'm not gonna do that anymore because I don't want to accidentally rip the card there or damage the card. Yeah, that's like, oh, okay. Oh, they're all individually packed. Interesting. Usually they just put them in one freaking sleeve and just throw them in the top loader. So I like that they individually pack them. It's a little bit easier to take those out. But yeah, these were all near mint. Mr. Mime was the most expensive at $7.99. Let's see how they did. Ooh, that is really a little dirty on top. I was able to get out some of the dirt. And I don't want to scratch it too much because you can actually cause an indent on it. This card is a smidge on the dirty side. Still, I would probably still think closer to near mint, but yeah, it is a little bit of dirt on there. A little bit of defects on the back. Probably still closer to near mint. Probably very lightly played at the very least. That's more of an ink dot. I don't think that's there's a lot of scratches on there. Yeah, probably very lightly played. To lightly played. That one was mid. That was all right. Considering how expensive that card was, kind of just sucks when you see a quality like that. These cards are like over 25 years old, so things do happen. I think that they're literally turning 25 if they haven't this year, which is insane. This is the Victory Bell. The Victory Bell cost about $5. Was a little dirty, but I was able to get the dirt off pretty easily. Overall, not much scratches. This is definitely near mint. At least from what I can tell right here. This is 100% near mint. So very nice. They did a good job on the Victory Bell. Yeah, I probably won't even ask for a partial refund because it wasn't super expensive. Once I get above $10, then I get a little stingy about it, but whatever. And then the Venomoth we bought for just under $4 for $3.99. This one looks pretty clean. There is a little bit of minor edge wear up there. Maybe a little bit of defect right there. I don't even know how that even happens. This one also probably a little closer to very lightly played, but I don't know if those do look like scratches there, unfortunately. So I think overall the seller did probably a 4 out of 5 on this one. I'm not going to give him a negative or neutral review. That was pretty decent. These are all from TCG players so far, by the way, if I haven't mentioned that already. So those 2 packages are done. Now this one had a Vaporeon that was just under $5. Let's see how this seller did. Oh yeah, this one came really weirdly packaged. I remember this one now. I had to like crack this open to see what it was, and I was like, oh, it's the Vaporeon. It was weird, but it was really, really cool. And this Vaporeon near mint for just under $5. Let's see how they did. Very clean. Little bit of damage on top. A little bit of there, unfortunately. Sides otherwise and bottom look pretty good. You can see a little damage up there. Yeah, sometimes a little damage on top does devalue the card quite a bit. A little bit of scratch there. So probably close to very, very lightly played. Again, these are like 25-year-old cards, so a lot of people would consider this near mint. I'm a little bit more tough on the grading, but it is what it is. All right, last package has 5 cards in it, and quite a few of them are pretty expensive. So let me just make sure. Yeah, I think I took out all the sensitive information. Pretty sure I did. Yeah, so Jolteon was $13. Oh my gosh, yeah, Jolteon was $13.50. So yeah, if there's an issue with the Jolteon, I'm definitely gonna say something. Flareon and Snorlax were about $8, and then the Wigglytuff was about $5. So let's go ahead and crack this open. And here are the cards. Yeah, I'm really liking these card savers now. I know I used to really crap on these card savers, but they are really, really growing on me. Look how nicely they come out. I had a version of these card savers which are really, really tight, and I did not like them. So that's why I was initially a little opposed to opening up cards with them in it. So very cool. This is a near mint Wigglytuff. Gosh, this card is super clean. A little bit of edge wear right there. Very, very faint, if any scratches on the top. This card is super clean. I'm really excited, really excited to add that to the master set. That is awesome. All right, Flareon. A little bit of dirt on the top. Right, let's see if we can just scratch it off. Be very, very careful if you do this. You don't want to damage the card. Your nails can cause an imprint on them. And unfortunately, that is not coming out. That is a little bit of dirt on there. That's probably never going to come out. I could probably use a tiniest bit of water and try it, but you got to be very careful. A little bit of edge wear there. Can't really see it too much on the side. Very, very nice hollow. Very nice back. Very clean. Very, very clean. Yeah, I mean, just from that, I wouldn't even cause this very lightly played. It's probably still in the near mint category. If you got really stingy with PSA, yes, it would be probably in the very lightly played category. But yeah, this can probably pass as near mint. It looks like we got all 3 evolutions in this opening so far. Well, we got 2 so far. All right, Snorlax, another $8 card. This one will be a little harder to see its defects because it is a white card. But I think this looks really good, actually. A little bit of, I think that might be more of a print defect, honestly. A little print defect there too. This is really close to a mint card, actually. I don't say that very often, but a mint card, this is very close to a mint card. Very high chance of PSA 10 or at least a 9. Very good. All right, now the one we've been waiting for. Oh boy, there's already some dirt on top. I'm not liking that. This is the Jolteon. This was the most expensive. Honestly, just looking at this looks kind of fake. I don't know, sometimes I just see a card, I'm like, that does not look right. Let's see if we can get this dirt off. No, it's not coming off. Most of it came off, actually. Yeah, all right, I was able to get the dirt off. Most of it, like 90, maybe 80% of it. You can barely see it now. Now the back. Oh, this is very clean. A little bit of edge wear there. Definitely near mint. Unfortunately, there's nothing I can do to get a discount on this one. Well, fortunately, I don't have to. At least nothing I can see right now. Sometimes I view them off camera just to see. But yeah, if I can just get that little dirt off, this is probably close to, very, very close to mint. It's definitely near mint. It's definitely not mint, but it would be up there. Wow, that was an insane haul. That's awesome. So we got the 3 evolutions and even the Snorlax in this one video, which is nice. So very big hitters right here. Actually, I guess the Jolteon is the biggest hitter. Yeah, very, very cool. And that Flareon is pretty expensive too, actually. Especially in the hollow form. Even though it was part of the decks, that is very, very expensive. But that is a really good haul. All right, let's go ahead and add these guys to our master set. So let's grab the binder real quick. I'm actually going to see if I can just lay the binder down right here and do like a bird's eye view. So just give me 1 second to set that up. So yeah, I'm going to try this little view here. Sorry, it's going to be a little bit of shakiness to the camera. So if you get nauseous really easily, I apologize. Let's see if I can stabilize it a little bit more. But yeah, because of the lighting, it might be a little bit, yeah, this might be a little better. So the lighting on the side will be there. But yeah, this will be where the Clefable goes. So let's see if we can find that Clefable and add this into the binder. So right there, we're gonna remove this. Oops. We gotta remove it from this side. And we're gonna add the Clefable right there. Very, very nice. Yeah, still missing that pincer. I think Electrode is still coming in too. And the Flareon will go up here. And you might notice I already have a Jolteon up there, and I'm gonna show you why we got a new one in just a second. You might be thinking I wasted some money, but my Jolteon is very damaged and old. So this is gonna go in the trade binder for anyone who wants it. That's our new Jolteon right there. We did not get the Kangaskhan in this one, but we did get the Mr. Mime. Let's go ahead and take that out and add in our Mr. Mime. Wow, this is coming on really nicely, actually. And then on the bottom, we only got the Snorlax, which is fine. I think I did order the Scyther, and I think I reordered the Pinsir. Pretty sure I've ordered all of them except for Electrode and Kangaskhan. I could be wrong. And then up here, we got the new Vaporeon. So you might be thinking why there are two Vaporeons. There's a holo of some of these cards, and then there's a non-holo, like regular rare. I think all of them have that, actually. I could be wrong. I think all the holos have a non-holo form. Actually, not 100% sure on that. I gotta look more into these cards. Sometimes I just kind of forget. And then the Venomoth is gonna go up here. I keep forgetting Venomoth is a rare. I always thought the Butterfree was a rare. So it's always so weird seeing the different card as a rare. And then the Victory Bell up here. Yeah, so I guess I don't remember ordering the Vileplume either just yet. So Wigglytuff's gonna come out. It might actually be in one of the packages. I just kind of forgot about it. But yeah, this is really cool. Let's show off let me just give you a quick look at my jungle collection so far. Coming on really nicely. We just have all the holos except for Flareon and Jolteon, though that Jolteon is very expensive. I have been meaning to replace this Pidgeot. You can't really see it, but ugh, it is in terrible condition. This one needs to be replaced too, but the Pidgeot is higher on the list for replacement. Oh, even the Venomoth needs to be replaced. Dang, I gotta look into these. But yeah, we're missing those two holos, the Flareon, the Jolteon, and the Scyther, and the Snorlax. I think I've ordered the Scyther for base set 2, but I didn't order for this one yet. And then we're missing just a few rares: Electrode, Pinsir, Scyther, Kangaskhan. This is the full page right here. And then, of course, Vileplume on that page. Can't really see Dodrio, but my light's in the way. Sorry about that. Actually, let me see if I can put this light away. Oh, that's actually really nice. Yeah, let's try it this way. But yeah, this is my jungle collection. It's basically done. And I'll just like hide this here just so it doesn't show anything. But this is now my holo collection, which my first edition collection, which is not doing so great. We only have one holo, which is the Electrode. I basically have no other holos or rares. We have few uncommons. Actually, we have a lot of uncommons. And then we have a lot of commons. I'm actually only missing a few more commons. This one's coming in soon. I think that one was really expensive. I might show that off in one of the next few videos. But yeah, we're missing a few first edition commons. And then we have the Pokeball. And this is my fossil collection, which I'll show in a different day. But yeah, very, very cool. We were able to add a lot of these cards to our collection, which is very, very nice, especially the evolutions. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Peace out.